energy. You know I love energy, right? Because I'm pretty pumped and excited to be here. However, if you've been outside and you work with solar panels and they get dirty, you won't have energy. That's the worst segue ever, right? However, stay with me, because this is more than just boosting output, lost performance. What we're going to have is a quick chat, a bit of a story of growth, evolution from being employed to self-employed. And this particular speaker is also part of the Rise to Greatness family. So make some noise for the founder and CEO of NANOTECH Coatings, John Malaspina. Yeah. There. Pull up a chair, mate. Pull up a chair. Now, we're going to talk. This is going to be a high power, high speed fireside chat. No pun intended. Stay with me. Give us the 30 seconds on NANOTECH. What is it? How does it work? And then we'll jump into your path and your journey as a PAYG to self-employed and some of the lessons you learn along the way. But let's start with NANOTECH.
So NANOTECH Coatings came from another industry, and I took it out of that industry and took it into the solar industry, really. It's come from the car industry and had to rebrand everything and take it from there, really. I mean, it has been a journey, but also it's been something that you have to reinvent, and I'm bringing a new product to the market that is really big money and it's quite hard to get into, but now I'm in. So I think with NANOTECH Coatings, it's revolutionary about how solar panels work efficiently.
Let's talk about efficiency, right? And let's step away from solar panels for a bit. You're now a business owner and you've been running a business. I know you started another business about a decade ago now. What's it like for you being an owner now versus being an employee? Because I think many people here may be employees. I think many of you are owners as well. And as you heard before, we think it's going to save us time. It never does. What's it like being an owner as opposed to an employee?
Being an owner has been great. I mean, it's a great feeling. You wake up every morning, you're blessed, you feel very grateful, but you do have to push yourself. Yeah. You have to break the barriers, the negative talk all the time, and you have to step up. If you're not willing to put in the effort, don't do it. Just take a job. I'll tell you now. It's a lot easier. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to put in the effort, the work, you will make it. And I'm not just generating another business. I'm building generational wealth through this business.
Yeah, round of applause for that. Can we talk more about generational wealth and the mission behind that and the vision behind that? There's obviously people out there you're trying to provide for and set up for the future. Is that the driving force behind it?
Yeah, there's a bit of a story. I'll keep it short and sweet. In 2010, my grandmother got sick and I got a family call and said, you have to go and help your nan. So I did. Left my job. Full-time carer. After that, within 6 months, out on the street, kicked out by my own family. It was a big learning curve because all they wanted was the money. The next step, we saw a beautiful temple, and my mum started really grasping that area. You know, we're Catholic background, and then we converted to Buddhism, and we saw this temple in Lane Cove called Happy Science, and they focused on love that gives. So being from an Italian family, we're very loving and giving people. But then I realized, money or love. So I chose love that gives. And we focused on love, self-reflection, forgiveness, and progress at the temple. And the most important thing through NANOTECH Coatings is what I'm building is to build the wealth to build more temples. Not for me, it's to build more temples to make more people happier in their lives.
Round of applause. That's deep, man.
Yeah.
You've been describing love, progress, self-reflection. I think one of the things as a business owner is taking the time to look at your business from the balcony of life, from 30,000 foot. Step outside and look down on it. And not just your business, but your life. Can you talk to me more how you practice self-reflection and any advice for our audience on how to step away from the now to look at yourself through another lens?
The hardest thing is your ego. To be egoless, like Bruce Lee says, be like water. It's so important to be egoless. And when you have that, you start to nurture yourself, focus on prayer, focus on love that gives. Why do you think I bring gifts today? You know, giving all the time. And nearly every presenter today said it, is to give. It's so important in life. That's what I focus on, is giving. The money will come, and I'm working with key people in the solar industry. I'm part of the Smart Energy Council, but focus on giving.
I like that. Chris, do me a favour, bro. I don't want to throw you under the bus here, our legend from Set TV. Can you hit the house lights? Because we've got some glasses to give away, right? So talk to us about this. Let's get the house lights on. Let's do a quick Q&A. Now, clearly I've got questions, but I'd love to hear from you. If you have a question for our man John around his journey, around love, progress, self-reflection, around being egoless, throw your hands up, and then the best question, I reckon, we'll give some glasses to. What do you reckon?
Sure.
So what have we got? Hands in the air, waving around like you don't care. Scratch. Yeah. Oh, we've got one down the back. Just scream out really loudly and I can replay it. Oh, yeah. I love that. So rip a question to paraphrase. How do you find out when ego's taken over and how do you get back in check? Put your hands together for our first recipient of a pair of these amazing Sage 2 glasses or 2 Sage glasses. Don't go anywhere because I'll come and see you after this. Ego, how to keep it in check? Whew, big question.
It's easy, but it takes time. It takes time, and you need to practice the self-reflection, and ask yourself. You can stand in front of the mirror and say, "Oh, yeah, I look sexy. I look beautiful today." Everything like that. But at the end of the day, you're still a human being, right? So you must focus on love that gives, because if you're putting someone down, that's love that takes. So it's about giving again and giving yourself the love, and that's the egoless. It will happen naturally when you start to practice.
Can I ask a follow-on question? Because I love the ego question. I'm a firm believer confidence is really important. For me, if you feel like you've stopped learning and arrived, you've crossed into arrogance is where ego comes in. Would you agree that's one of the things to look out for when you feel like you've got nothing more to learn or that you're better than someone? Is that another warning sign to...
Yeah, when you get angry, stuff like that, anger, like alcohol, or just change you. Yeah, stuff like that. My dad was very angry, so I just put that aside. I didn't want to be like that,
Thank you, John. Great question on ego. Thank you. 4 pairs of glasses, one down the front, and then I'll come to you, and then you. You might have to combine your questions, the two of you. If you're sitting next to each other, do you know each other? Okay, well, there you go. You can sort that out while we come here. Eminem, by the way, down the front here. What's up, man? So what limiting beliefs did you have that held you back before, and how did you let go of them?
Yeah.
Power.
Well, not have it like, before was I can't do it, I don't have enough, all of those self-talks, negative all the time. And now like my mother introduced me to Louise Hay from You Can Heal Your Life, so I practice the affirmations every day. Every day, and I say them over and over and over and over and over again.
Have you got a favourite?
Everything I need will come to me before I even ask. Everything I need to know will be revealed to me in the right time, space, and sequence. All is well in my world. Louise Hay, she used to say, it's like putting money in your bank account, and it's true.
Yeah,
and now I use prayer, morning, afternoon. If I don't, like today, I had to leave 4:30 at home. I have a recording in the car, and I press that. Constant reflect.
Wow, yeah. That's power. I'm the best option for my clients. My service is better than anyone else. I'm an amazing MC. I'm a great father. My wife is an amazing woman. Read into it why you think that one's part of the affirmations as well. Because she is. She's an absolute superstar. Now, we're on time, but I'm going to get your question and your question. Come to John at lunch. We'll get you a set of glasses. And at the back and down the front here as well for Eminem, we'll get you a set of glasses. Do you think that's fair in terms of giving?
Yeah, sure. And are there any pregnant women in the room?
Big question.
Yep.
It's a dangerous one, right? Because you can't make that guess. Because if you get it wrong, where do you go from there?
I have a gift for that lady.
So if you're expecting, and for those that ask questions, come and see John after. I might
only
do some rounds for glasses.
Only one lady.
So we need to have like a...
Oh, I could.
We'll sort it out because we've got silver coins, right? We got presents.
Yeah.
Make some noise. The effervescent, the inspiring John Malaspina.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you, John. Do you want to go for a run through the audience and do that while I introduce our next speaker? And thanks for your questions. That was power.